Well, I'm at the top of Connecticut Ave. Actually, see this hotel here, behind here? That's where Ronald Reagan was shot. That was what, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, something like that. Right there. And I used to live around the corner over here. So it was very popular. Now I live a couple blocks the other way. But I really want to talk about don't trust me. Or actually don't believe me or anybody else who promises you that you're going to get free money or make a lot of money if you just do these 5 things, just do these 7 things. That's all marketing to get people to get into people's emotions and get their money. So no one could promise you get free money, first of all, except the people who give out the free money. And the people like me who are selling you sources of free money do not have the power to guarantee that you get the free money. That's the government who does that, those offices. I do not, and nobody else, on the internet or whatever. And the same with anybody promising you're going to make $100,000 this week if you just do these 5 things. They cannot promise you that. Maybe they have somebody who's done it. That's different. Somebody could run, a 4-minute mile. I certainly can't, but somebody can. So it doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to run a 4-minute mile. Man, I can't even run a 4-minute half mile anymore. It doesn't matter as long as I do 6 miles. So that, and it's too bad because we waste a lot of time and our money doing that. And also then we don't believe in ourselves more. We're always looking for somebody else to solve our problem. And I think it's really in ourselves. That's where the magic is. Nobody else has magic. You have the magic. You're the only one with magic for you. You don't have magic for me. I have magic for me. Got to put up with the traffic. So it's how do you find your man? How do you find what's special about you that you could thrive in this society? I mean, to me, what's great about the country being so screwed up is that nobody knows what's going on. So your guess is as good as anybody else. And the way that you refine your guess or whatever is by trying your ideas. You try your idea and see if it works. It fails. And then you refine. You try and refine. It's sort of like learning to walk. That's what you have to do. You have to fall on your butt 100 times and then try it again. Because what will work for you is different than anybody else. Sure, there's tips and other things you can get from other people who've been through that stuff too. And what you're really trying to find out from other people is that you're not falling off a cliff. Because what people say that will not work, man, it didn't work for them, that's all. It may work for you. Look at all the crazy things. Donald Trump would never become president. You had all the experts. The stock market won't crash. Everybody was saying that a week before it cracked. So the people who supposedly know don't. You take all with a grain of salt. And that's why, to me, it's sort of like trusting you so that you learn more by trying your own ideas and watching them fail. But the trick is, I think, with that process, is don't spend a lot of money trying things because you're going to run out of money. So people say, oh, you just do this and you believe it because they said it and just give me $10,000. No, don't do that. Try your own little ideas, and do it without any money. Don't build a Sistine Chapel if you have an idea. Find one customer. That's all you have to do. Spend all your time finding one customer, one idea. You think you want to do something, go volunteer for somebody and see what that is before you take a course for $30,000. Don't become a real estate investor by giving somebody $30,000 like Trump University to be a real estate investor. You could go and learn for free by going to meetup.com. You have meetups, real estate investor meetups. These are free. You could go wherever you are in this country, most everywhere, and go to a free meetup of people like you that are trying to figure out real estate investing. and learn from people that are already doing it, and that's a way to do it. And spending money on doing something that may or may not be worth, you're convinced it'll work and you have to spend all this money and you fall in your butt. You're going to fail. I mean, I learned that very quickly in my career. I've written 100 books and only 10 have made money. Probably heard me say that before. Because that's the way you learn. I've had my first 2 businesses fail. I had a computer software company back in the 70s. Man, I must be the only person in the world in the 70s that had a software company that failed. But thank God I got that out of my system. I thought I needed an MBA to succeed in life. I went and got an MBA. Thank God I found a government program to pay me to do it. But then it took me 2 failing businesses to unlearn all that stuff they taught me in MBA school. They would say that, oh, you need money, you go to the bank. No. The bank is for people who don't need money. Don't be silly. And so I was able to start all the businesses I started with no money. To me, before the technology and the internet, hey, how are you, man? Thank you. All the business I started, nothing. Me, a phone and a desk, and in downtown Washington, D.C., helping fat cats, no money in my pocket, and grew that to 30 people, on K Street, and helping Fortune 500 people get this stuff. The same way with even now is using all social media for free to advertise, to figure out how to package things, how to sell things, what people want to buy. We don't know, and you only know by asking. If somebody will go out with you or not, the only way to really know is you have to ask them. She'll never go out with me. Look how stupid I am. How do you know? They made like stupid people. So you have to ask, and that's what it is. And that's another thing I think about our society now. All the rules are gone. The people who used to make money don't anymore. And nobody knows. Everybody's guessing. But remember that people have a skill in our society of making you believe that they're right. This is what we go to MBA schools for. This is what we go to seminars for, is to try to influence people that our ideas are best and that you should give me money. And they figure out how to do that and do that well in this country. And so you got to fight that. And the way to fight that is try your own ideas. And you'll see they'll fail just as much as anybody else is that charging tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you'll learn more from them by learning your own failing ideas. Instead of just saying, oh, I knew that guy was an asshole and I shouldn't have paid my money for this. But if you fail on your own ideas, then you'll take it apart more and learn from it. That's why you have to fail. You have to get out there and learn and build. That's how everything is built. Our lives are a painting, and we're all Van Goghs trying to paint this world, called life. And it's a little brush strokes. Every brush stroke will lead to another brush stroke you didn't even know to make. So you can't, have a business plan anymore, because as soon as you take the first step, it's going to change. If somebody wants to give you money, if you have a business plan, then you do it. Who the hell cares? But they're really stupid in my mind, because nobody knows what. Everybody has a plan, but Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan in a boxing match, and as soon as they get hit in the face, it's gone. And that's what happens in life. We have a plan what's going to do, and we get out there and take one step, and we get hit in the face by something. And your plan is gone, because you're just reacting. So that's life to me. But that's a biased opinion again, too. We're all biased, and that's why our own bias, we work on our own bias. To me, what the difference in all our lives is how much effort and energy are you going to put into your idea? See, and that's the critical key to success. Your energy and your desire, to make that idea work. If you're using somebody else's idea, you won't have as much energy as one from your heart, from your soul, or whatever. Because it's going to be a pain in the ass no matter what you do. You're going to fail a lot no matter what you do. And so how do you get the stamina and the resilience to get over that stuff? I think is by trying more of your own ideas and not other people's. Because then you could commit to that. A lover is the same way. You date somebody that everybody else thinks is beautiful, but you're trying to impress other people, and your heart's not in it to make it happen. Hello, morning. And so life, I don't see a whole lot of difference between professional and private lives. Your heart has to be in it to make it happen. Well, that's the thought for today. Now I'm going to walk faster, okay? See you tomorrow.